Today we're going to show you how to put a Defrost Heater and Harness Kit in your refrigerator. It's a pretty easy job. All we're going to need is a 1/4" nut driver, bare needle nose pliers, and depending on your model, we may need a pair of wire strippers or crimpers. Let me show you how it's done. If your refrigerator had a single defrost heater in it, you may need to utilize some of the extra parts that were in the kit. Just simply follow the instructions. Before we begin this repair, the first thing we need to do is disconnect the power supply to the refrigerator. The defrost heater and harness assembly are located in the freezer compartment. First, we'll need to remove all of the items that may be in your freezer, along with the shelves and the light cover, and then we can gain access to the evaporator cover. The heater is located behind that. Before we go any farther with this repair, it may be of note to plug off the drain hole located at the bottom of the evaporator, either with just a little piece of duct tape or a rag that you can poke into that hole. We don't want to drop any screws in there because they're very difficult to retrieve. Next, we're going to remove the 2 1/4" hex head screws and the ground wire from the top of the evaporator cover. Pull down slightly on the evaporator cover, tilt it out from beneath the light bulb, and lift straight up on it until the bottom edge clears the track. Tilt the left side out and you can remove that. Now, if your refrigerator has been running, the evaporator is probably covered in frost and ice. At this point, just let it melt and drain. You may need to remove that cover from your drain hole to let the water run into the drain pan. Once it's completely melted and you have access to it, we'll remove the 2 Phillips screws that secure the heater to the bracket. Now we need to lift the heater assembly off of the bracket. Pull it out far enough so that we can remove the blue and the pink wires from the end terminals. Inspect those terminals, make sure that they're not arced or burnt, and we're ready to put the new heater in. Now we're ready to reinstall the new heater. It consists of 2 glass tube heaters, and they have a little shield over the top of them. If you inadvertently touch that glass with your fingers, you need to clean that off, because it will shorten the life of the heater if it has any of the oil from your fingers on it. We'll take the 2 leads that we removed, the pink and the blue. We'll reconnect those to the bottom of the heater. Doesn't matter which terminal you put them in. Now we're ready to reinsert the heater, mount it on its mounting bracket. Put the end with the white jumper wire on it to the left. Let it hang on its bracket. Reinstall the 2 Phillips screws. We'll tuck those 2 wires along the right-hand side. Now we're ready to reinstall the evaporator cover. Tuck the right-hand side in first. Slide it down. Reinstall the ground wire clip. Raise it up just so that the holes in the evaporator cover line up with the screw holes on the mounting bracket. Reinstall the 2 1/4-inch hex head screws. Once all of the screws are reinstalled, you can remove the drain plug, whether you used a piece of tape or a rag. Now we can reinstall the shelving. Reinstall the light shield. And our repair is complete.